Hello. I got off work a little early today, thought I'd do a video about astrology. So astrology is a topic that people sometimes think is woo-woo or bullshit, and other people find truth to it. And I'm not necessarily talking about a daily horoscope. I'm talking about characteristics in an astrological birth chart that pertain to you in particular. And it's a very interesting subject, especially if you pull a birth chart, and I have information for you to do just that on your own. So when somebody asks what's your sign, or you voluntarily give your sign, you're usually giving your sun sign. And you can find, if you don't know what your sun sign is, you can find your sun sign by looking at the dates and the classifications of different sun signs online. But the sun sign is the primary sign, and there's other planets and other signs, which I will explain in a moment. But under the sun sign, I'm going to look at my notes here, there's fire signs, earth signs, air signs, and water signs. So under your sun sign, if you are an Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius, that is a fire sign. It means courageous, confident, passionate, and creative. That's what fire signs are. Earth signs are grounded, reliable, and practical. Earth signs that fall into that category are Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. Air signs, sorry, my nose is running. I've been sick lately and had allergies, are Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. Air signs are independent, adaptable, and curious in general. Water signs, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, are nurturing, intuitive, and emotional. So those are the elements of the signs. Now to go into the modalities of the signs. Cardinal signs, Aries, Cancer, and Capricorn, are initiators and trailblazers. Fixed signs, Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, and Aquarius, are reliable and dedicated. Mutable signs, Gemini, Virgo, Sagittarius, and Pisces, are adaptable and flexible. So that is the sun sign. That is the sign the sun was in the day you were born. So there's other aspects, and the signs that I look at, the different planets, are your Venus sign, how you approach love, the sign that Venus was in the day you were born. It's how you approach love, relationships, what you value in relationships, and what brings you pleasure. Your moon sign is your emotions. It's how you process and handle your emotions, your inner world, what you need to feel secure. Mercury is how you communicate, think, make decisions, and learn. That was the sign Mercury, the planet Mercury was in when you were born. Your ascendant sign, which is a rising sign, it goes hour by hour. The sign changes hour by hour every day. And that is your outward persona and the impression you give when people first meet you. So to get a birth chart to figure out what signs are in where in your chart, I have an excellent website, and this is just when you're bored or for fun. It is astro.cafeastrology.com /natal.php. I'm gonna hold this up real quick. It's probably backwards. I'm going to spell it out for you, but this is a fabulous site, and they don't ask personal information. All they ask for is like a time, place of birth. And for your ascendant or rising sign, you'll need to know the time. So it's astro.cafastrology.com /natal.php. And that will pull a whole birth chart for you. And you do not have to put in any personal information. Like I said, just where you're born, the time you're born, and your date of birth. And you don't have to put your name, you could put a fake name, doesn't matter. So I'm gonna go a little bit over what each sign means, and obviously there's different aspects to this depending on what planet is in what sign. So it can relate to your love life, your emotional life, how people perceive you, or who you're at your core. Your sun sign, the one you tell people that is your sign, that is who you are at your core. That is the core essence of you. So Aries is direct, bold, ambitious, and aggressive. Taurus is grounded, but wanting to experience the finer things in life, and stubborn like a bull. And their sign is represented by a bull, and that's by design, I think. Gemini, the twins, is curious, spontaneous, playful, and scattered. Cancer, sweet, kind, caring, emotional, but can retreat into their crab shell when offended or unsure. Leo is bold, dramatic, loyal, charismatic, can be self-centered. Virgo is practical, logical, reserved, kind, can be rigid and critical. Libra is balanced, peacekeeper, fair, can be conflict avoidant. Scorpio is passionate, mysterious, magnetic, brave, can be secretive or manipulative. Capricorn is disciplined, hardworking, practical, can be pessimistic and unforgiving. Sagittarius, intellectual, adventurous, independent, and blunt and restless. Aquarius, unconventional, independent, charming, humanitarian, can be unpredictable. Pisces, intuitive, dreamy, artistic, empathetic, can be a moody escapist. Okay, so I was going to use my chart that I got from Cafe Astrology as an example. Okay, so my sun sign, who I'm at my core, is Cancer. And that is sensitive, calm, nostalgic, caring, but sometimes emotional and moody. My rising sign is Virgo. So the first impression you get of me is probably that I'm reserved, aloof, and very responsible. My Venus sign is in Gemini. So I love a love life that shows spontaneity and variety and lightness and play and fun and flexibility. My moon sign is Capricorn, and so I prefer to keep my emotions under wraps. If I cry in front of people, it's the worst thing ever. I want to keep my emotions well managed around others. But I do tap into my Cancerian sun sign when I'm by myself, and the emotions flow when I'm alone. And then my Mercury is interest and communication, and it is in Gemini, which means flighty, interested in little bits of knowledge in several different areas, eclectic, and bored easily. So that's kind of the information you'll get for your birth sign, or your signs, your birth chart. If you go to cafeastrology.com/natal.php, it's a lot of fun, and whether you believe in astrology or not, it gives you a full picture of kind of yourself as a whole, and it's interesting, and you may find some truth to it. Give it a try. Have a good weekend.